Corn feeds the world. But there's a forgotten grain that produces 3 times more protein, survives drought better than any crop on Earth, and fed millions of people for over 8,000 years. This supercrop is called amaranth. Ancient civilizations built empires on it. Modern agriculture banned it and buried its history. By the end, you'll know exactly why amaranth outperforms corn in every category, and at number 7, the one variety that tastes like popcorn when you harvest the seeds. Stick around. At the end, I'll share a simple trick that doubles your amaranth yield without any extra work. When the Spanish arrived in the Americas in the 1500s, they saw amaranth everywhere. The Aztecs cultivated vast fields of it, and it was central to their diet and religious rituals. Amaranth seeds were mixed with honey and shaped into figures for ceremonies. The Spanish viewed this as paganism and wanted to eliminate it. They banned amaranth cultivation, destroyed fields, and punished anyone caught growing it. Over time, amaranth nearly disappeared from large-scale agriculture. Corn, on the other hand, was embraced by European colonizers because it was easy to transport, store, and trade. Corn became the dominant grain of the Americas, and amaranth was forgotten except in small indigenous communities who kept growing it in secret. It wasn't until the 1970s that researchers rediscovered amaranth and realized its nutritional and agricultural potential. Now it's grown in Africa, Asia, and South America as a climate-resilient superfood. But in North America, almost no one grows it. And that's a huge missed opportunity. If you want to grow food that survives anything, hit that like button and let's bring amaranth back together. Here's why amaranth beats corn. Number 1, we have protein content. Corn has about 9% protein. Amaranth has 16 to 18% protein. That's almost double. And amaranth protein is complete, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs. Corn protein is incomplete, you have to combine it with beans or other foods to get complete nutrition. For ancient civilizations that didn't have access to meat every day, amaranth was critical. It provided protein levels comparable to meat, which is why the Aztecs could sustain massive populations and armies on amaranth-based diets. 1 cup of cooked amaranth gives you 9 grams of protein. 1 cup of cooked corn gives you 5 grams. If you're trying to grow food for survival or self-sufficiency, amaranth wins. Number 2 is drought resistance. Corn needs consistent water. If it doesn't get rain or irrigation during critical growth stages, yields collapse. Amaranth, on the other hand, has a deep taproot that pulls moisture from far below the surface. It can survive weeks without water once established. In drought conditions, corn will wilt, stop producing, and die. Amaranth keeps growing. The leaves might get smaller, but the plant survives and still produces seeds. This is why amaranth is being studied as a climate-resilient crop for regions facing water scarcity. Indigenous farmers in the Andes and Central America grew amaranth in areas where rainfall was unpredictable. They knew corn would fail in bad years, but amaranth would keep producing. If you live in an area with hot, dry summers or unreliable rainfall, amaranth is a far better choice than corn. Number 3, we have soil tolerance. Corn is a heavy feeder. It strips nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium from the soil. If you plant corn year after year without adding fertilizer, your soil becomes exhausted and yields drop. Amaranth grows in poor soil. It doesn't require rich, fertile ground. You can plant it in marginal soil where corn won't even germinate, and it will still produce. This makes it ideal for regenerating degraded land or growing food in areas with depleted soils. Amaranth is also more efficient at pulling nutrients from the soil. Its root system is extensive, reaching deep and wide to extract minerals that shallow-rooted crops can't access. Number 4 is heat tolerance. Corn suffers in extreme heat. When temperatures consistently hit 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, corn stops pollinating. The tassels dry out, ears don't fill, and yields plummet. Amaranth loves heat. It's a warm season crop that thrives in temperatures that would kill most vegetables. In fact, amaranth grows best in full sun and high heat. The hotter it gets, the faster it grows. This makes amaranth perfect for southern states, desert regions, and anywhere with long, hot summers. While your corn is struggling, amaranth will be exploding with growth. Number 5, we have nutritional density. Corn is mostly starch. It provides calories, but it's low in vitamins and minerals unless you nixtamalize it, which is a process most modern people don't do. Amaranth is packed with nutrients. It's high in calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. It contains more calcium than milk. It's rich in folate, vitamin C, and vitamin A from the leaves. The seeds are a complete protein source, and the leaves are more nutritious than spinach. One plant gives you grain and greens. You don't need to grow two separate crops. Amaranth is a one-stop nutrition source. Number 6 is growth speed. Corn takes 90 to 120 days to mature, depending on the variety. Amaranth takes 60 to 90 days for seed harvest, and you can start harvesting leaves as early as 3 to 4 weeks after planting. This means you get food faster, and you can fit amaranth into shorter growing seasons or squeeze in a second crop after an early spring planting. If you're in a northern climate with a short growing season, amaranth is far more reliable than corn. And coming up, I'll show you the variety of amaranth that tastes exactly like popcorn when you pop the seeds. You won't believe how good it is. Now let me tell you how to grow amaranth. Here's the variety I teased earlier. It's called Love Lies Bleeding, and when you harvest the seeds and pop them in a hot pan, they taste like tiny popcorn. It's one of the most popular amaranth varieties for both ornamental beauty and food production. Amaranth is incredibly easy to grow. You can direct seed it after the last frost, or start it indoors and transplant. The seeds are tiny, about the size of a poppy seed, so mix them with sand to make sowing easier. Plant seeds a 1/4 inch deep in rows spaced 12 to 18 inches apart. If you're growing for greens, you can plant densely and thin as you harvest. If you're growing for seeds, give plants more space, at least 12 inches between plants. Amaranth germinates in 5 to 10 days in warm soil. It grows slowly for the first few weeks, then explodes once it's established. By midsummer, mature plants can reach 6 to 8 feet tall, depending on the variety. Now for watering and maintenance. Water amaranth regularly for the first 2 to 3 weeks after planting to help it establish. Once the taproot develops, you can cut back significantly. Amaranth is one of the most drought-tolerant crops you can grow. If you're growing in containers or raised beds, water when the top inch of soil is dry. In the ground, amaranth will find its own water once mature. Amaranth doesn't need fertilizer. It grows in poor soil without any added nutrients. In fact, over-fertilizing can cause excessive leaf growth at the expense of seed production. Weeding is important in the first month because amaranth seedlings are small and slow to start. Once they're a foot tall, they grow so fast that weeds can't compete. Harvesting amaranth. You can harvest amaranth in 2 ways, for leaves or for seeds. For leaves, start harvesting when plants are 6 to 8 inches tall. Cut the top few inches of the plant, and it will branch out and produce more leaves. You can keep harvesting leaves all season long, just like you would with spinach or chard. The leaves taste mild, slightly earthy, and they're excellent steamed, sautéed, or added to soups. For seeds, wait until the flower heads mature and start to dry. The seeds are ready when you can rub the flower head and seeds fall out easily. Cut the entire seed head, place it in a bucket, and thresh it by rubbing or beating the heads to release the seeds. Winnow the seeds by pouring them between 2 containers in front of a fan. The chaff blows away, and the seeds remain. One plant can produce up to half a pound of seeds, and a small patch of 20 plants can give you 10 pounds of grain. Store seeds in airtight containers in a cool, dry place. They last for years. Drop a comment and tell me if you've ever tasted amaranth before. Let's talk about how to cook amaranth. Amaranth seeds cook just like rice or quinoa. Use a 2-to-1 water to seed ratio. Bring water to a boil, add amaranth, reduce heat, cover, and simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. The seeds will absorb the water and become soft with a slight crunch. Cooked amaranth has a nutty, earthy flavor. It's great as a side dish, mixed into soups, or used as a base for grain bowls. You can also pop amaranth seeds like popcorn. Heat a dry pan over high heat, add a tablespoon of seeds, cover, and shake constantly. The seeds will pop into tiny white puffs. They taste nutty and slightly sweet, and you can eat them as a snack or use them as a crunchy topping for salads and yogurt. Amaranth flour is another option. Grind the seeds in a grain mill or high-powered blender, and use the flour in baking. It's gluten-free and adds a rich, nutty flavor to bread, pancakes, and muffins. The leaves are edible and delicious. Use them like spinach, steamed, sautéed, or added to stir-fries. They're high in vitamins and have a mild, pleasant taste. Why you should grow amaranth instead of corn. Corn is fine if you have rich soil, consistent water, and mild temperatures. But if any of those conditions aren't perfect, corn struggles. Amaranth doesn't care. It grows in poor soil, survives drought, thrives in heat, and produces more nutrition per plant than corn ever will. For small-scale gardeners and homesteaders, amaranth is a better investment. You get greens, grain, and livestock feed from one crop. It requires less water, no fertilizer, and minimal care. And it stores for years without refrigeration. Amaranth is the crop that should have dominated the Americas. It's more resilient, more nutritious, and more versatile than corn. The only reason it didn't is because of a historical accident 500 years ago. You can change that in your garden. Here's the bonus tip I promised. If you want to double your amaranth yield, plant it in blocks instead of rows. Amaranth is wind-pollinated, and the seeds develop better when plants are close together. Instead of planting single rows, create dense blocks of plants spaced 12 inches apart in all directions. This increases pollination, improves seed set, and makes harvesting easier because all the seed heads are clustered together. You'll get significantly more grain per square foot, and the dense planting also shades out weeds naturally. This simple trick turns a good harvest into an exceptional one. So there you have it. Amaranth outperforms corn in protein, drought resistance, soil tolerance, heat tolerance, nutrition, and growth speed. It's the forgotten supercrop that fed civilizations for 8,000 years, and it can feed you too. Stop wasting space on corn when you could be growing amaranth. One crop gives you greens, grain, and livestock feed with almost no maintenance. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more forgotten crops and ancient food wisdom. Drop a comment and tell me if you're going to try growing amaranth this year. Now go plant something that actually survives.